I want to start this episode off by saying, God bless my mama's soul. Everything I needed as a child, she was there. When my dad paid child support every month, when that check hit, I went shopping like clockwork. Every time she got food stamps, I got $100 worth like clockwork without missing a beat. Every month, I got that. From as far as I can remember, I got that. But I needed so many things as a child that I didn't get in the absence of my father. And I have been talking about this, and I'm going to get a little bit more extensive about it because I never disrespect my dad, and I will never disrespect my dad. I will never talk down on my dad, but I'm into basing my things that I speak about on facts. I needed haircuts. I needed underwear. I needed tutelage when it came to females. I needed tutelage when it came to being tough about, playing sports and stuff like that. And I didn't get that. And none of my friends saw that. We had our fathers, we knew who our fathers were, but they wasn't in our life like that. But I'm only speaking on mine now. One time I got off from football practice and I went by my father's house and knocked on the door. He was like, "Come on in, what's going on?" I came in. I told him I needed some money. And he was like, "Man, I ain't got no money or whatever. I'm trying to do the best I can working and, paying your mama child support and this and that or whatever. And I want to drop this quick jewel in here. My father wasn't a hustler like me. He was a straight working man. So he was like, I have some money to give you to buy you a few things, maybe a pair of shoes and some pants or whatever. I need you to come to this old place, dilapidated. It was a ramp where all the buses come, where the migrant workers get off the bus. He told me to meet him there. I was about 12. I know I couldn't have been no more than 12, 13. I know that for a fact. So I met him there, but not meeting him there. When the bus pulled up, I was asking everybody around what bus he was on. And it was like, his bus come over there. And it's an old mom and pop store where I grew up at. And, he was like, the bus gonna come over there by the store. So when that bus pulled up, I was so close to the curb, the bus driver almost hit my foot. So when he came off, he was barking at me, "Man, you ain't even give me a time enough to get off the bus or whatever, and blah, 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 and whoop, whoop, whoop." So, that didn't sit right with me. And he gave me his bag, his work bag, and told me to follow him into the store. So he was like, "Hey man, anywhere I always went with him, he always bragged on me as a kid. And even when I got grown, he still do the same thing today." We went into the store. He went over the cashier's check or whatever the case may be, and he told me to pick up a few items. I think I picked up like a honey bun, a bag of chips, and I think probably like a juice or something. He paid for it, and he went in to the money that he got and gave me $5. I looked at him, startled. He looked at me. I looked back at him. I turned around. My eyes started to well up. And this was a pivotal moment in my life. I went outside and there was a car coming. And right before the car got close enough to where I was, I jetted across the street to get some separation between me and him. I ran and he hollered at me, "Come here, boy." And I took off. Right when I was going around the corner to get to the apartment building where we lived in the hood, my face hit my mother right between the breasts. And her being who she is, she went to barking, "What's going on? What you running for? What you crying for?" And I was telling her what's going on. By that time, my dad caught up to me and they had a conversation that changed my life. And I keep using the same slogan in throughout this audio book, A Man Amongst Men, that I'm creating, because all of these certain points that I make change my life forever. My mama told my daddy, "Why you always lying to this boy? He need money. and you can't give him money. Don't tell him you're gonna give him no money and this and that or whatever. And my dad told her something that was real pivotal, and it taught me as a man to make me side with my mama. He say, how I supposed to do for my son and you got me on child support? Don't I give you your money? My mama told me, go to the house. She said, if I ever hear you ask your daddy for any more money, I'ma kill you. I know what that meant. Extension cord, beans, belts, whatever it is she got her hand on, she will bring that down on top of me. And it took me a lot of years to understand how child support ruined my life, how it ruined a lot of my other friends' life as we got grown. Because when my own child, my first son, came into uh, the world, I was already on child support, and it allows the mother to take, it gives the daddy the envious side. So I always used to wonder why my dad wasn't around. And he had started to explain it to me as I got older, and I sided with him. Child support ruined my childhood as I know it, because this invisible white man had his foot on my daddy's neck. My daddy had his foot on my mama's neck, and the peer pressure of me not getting what I wanted to get as a child, it had its foot on my neck. And that trickle down theory ruined everything for me. So I wanted to say to all the fathers that overlook child support and pay the mother the money, or the government the money, however it go, and they take care of their child on top of that, I commend you guys. I commend you guys, because the world need more people like you to understand that that divide shouldn't stop you from being in your child's life.